What's up, y'all? Megavelli Mills TV. So, Deontay Wilder, man, let's talk about it. A lot of people were upset with Deontay Wilder by taking a second fight with Luis Ortiz. Even some of Deontay Wilder's biggest fans were critical of the decision. They felt like it was nothing he had to prove from fighting Luis Ortiz again. And honestly, I feel like he has nothing to prove either. But I'm thinking that, you know what, Luis Ortiz, he really wanted their rematch. He wanted to be the first Cuban heavyweight boxer. So he feels like if he does it again, he has a better chance of beating Deontay Wilder. It was a very competitive fight the first time around. Deontay was in trouble. He was in deep water, but he swam out of it and he finished the job. He got the job done and handled adversity like a true champion. And I was proud of Deontay that night because Deontay was hit with some of the hardest shots I've ever seen him get hit with, and he didn't go down. Now, you can argue he was saved by the bell and all of that, but Deontay stayed firm on his feet. And it's crazy because he tried to go to hold, but even when he was trying to hold Ortiz, you could see it's not in his DNA to be a holder. He's a warrior. He's a brawler. He's not a holder. This fight, it's still going to be a great fight. To me, yeah, Luis Ortiz didn't look that good in he didn't look that great in his last fight, but he is still a dangerous opponent. So it still is a gutsy move in my opinion. I believe that Deontay Wilder, when he got him out of there that first time, I think he took a lot out of Luis Ortiz. But yet still, Luis Ortiz is a tough opponent. He can never be underestimated because he can box flat out. He's a great boxer. Flat out, man. And truthfully, and Ortiz is a southpaw fighter, which will give Deontay Wilder some problems. I'm still picking Deontay Wilder to win that fight by KO. I think he's still going to win by knockout. I think Ortiz is going to have his moments, but I think at this point, I think that the ball is in Deontay Wilder's court, and he took a lot out of Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz with that last fight that they had. When he knocked him down 3 times, and Luis Ortiz was giving his best effort, and it didn't work. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. That might be Deontay Wilder facing him again. I think Deontay may have his number. Who knows, though? It's still a risky fight for Deontay because of how skilled Luis Ortiz really is. And he has punching power to hurt Deontay. But let's get to the bigger news. Deontay Wilder has announced on his Instagram page that he is fighting Tyson Fury once again. Yes, Mr. Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, is getting his rematch. A lot of people felt like he outboxed Deontay. Again, I'm not going to be biased. I'm going to be unbiased. I feel like he outboxed Deontay in that first fight. I really did. What gave the fight cushion for a rematch was Deontay Wilder knocking him down twice in a fight, especially with that dramatic knockdown at the end, because some can argue some refs would have saw Tyson Fury's eyes in the back of his head and would have waved it off and would have said, you know what, this is over with. Deontay Wilder wins. So this fight should answer a lot of questions. We will see if Deontay Wilder learned his lesson about trying to headhunt majority for the fight. He needs to go to the body against Tyson Fury and then follow it up with some headshots. I think he can't aim for the head. Tyson Fury's head movement is tremendous. Like, I never seen a heavyweight. I know it's heavyweights that have been like that, but Tyson Fury's head movement, his defense, he's hard to hit. He is very, very hard to hit. He is not Dominic Brazil. He's not going to be there to hit. It's going to be an interesting fight. But honestly, I'm still picking Deontay Wilder. I'm picking Deontay Wilder. I think that this time he catches Tyson Fury cleanly. I think he'll get him out of there. It's going to be interesting, though. I think they're not having not just one more fight. They're going to have 2 more fights. Yes, I think after this fight, it's going to be a rematch. Whoever wins that fight again, we're not looking past Luis Ortiz because he's still a dangerous opponent. However, I just feel like Deontay took a lot out of him with that last matchup. But it's going to be an exciting fight with Luis Ortiz. There's going to be a brawl once again. It's not over. It's still going to be a brawl. Guys going to be getting hit with tough shots. But I'm still picking Deontay Wilder for that fight. But again, I think that whoever wins that rematch between Tyson Fury and Deontay, there's going to be another fight after that to settle all the smoke. And then at that point, it's going to make a clear winner of who shall face Anthony Joshua. After those 2 fights, then Anthony Joshua shall be next. The fight everybody is looking to see, the fight everybody is anticipating, the two heavyweight guys, and that's really the danger in this. You don't want Deontay Wilder to lose because you want to see him fight Anthony Joshua. You don't want Anthony Joshua to lose because you want to see him fight Deontay Wilder. You want to see these guys unify the belts against one another. So I'm going for my boy. I got belief in my boy Deontay, man. Again, I told y'all he got punching power to put a farm animal to sleep. He makes up for that, you know, well, he doesn't have boxing skill. He's not the best boxing technician. He makes up for it with that punching power. And I think if he catches anybody cleanly, like he caught Brazil, it's night-night. Again, it's going to be very, very hard to hit Tyson Fury. But I think Deontay will eventually catch him like he did in the first fight. And Deontay was just aiming for the head recklessly. And he still caught him in the 12th round, and his power still carried over. Now, I don't think it was a super, super clean shot like Brazil. He couldn't put everything into it. He couldn't sit down on that punch really with Tyson Fury because of how he moves. But if he would have got one of those, it would have been over with. But yeah, I think it's going to be 2 fights. There's going to be 2 more Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury fights. After that fight, if Deontay Wilder shall prove to be victorious, he shall go on to fight Anthony Joshua, and then those guys will have a unification bout. And I think that is going to break the meter. That heavyweight fight is it's going to sell like crazy. It's going to sell out within minutes. I think guys are that excited to see the heavyweight division back alive like this. People are so excited, especially in America. I saw the reaction when Deontay Wilder fought Tyson Fury that first time at the Staples Center. I saw the stars come out in anticipation. I saw guys love the drama and was just so thrilled and enthralled by the drama that they saw in the ring when Deontay Wilder got that knockout in the last round. They were excited that Tyson Fury taunting Deontay Wilder. They were excited for the build-up. So that lets me know they're excited for the heavyweight division to come back alive, especially due to the fact that it's an American heavyweight champion. You got a UK heavyweight champion. It's like the Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson type of effect. Even though Tyson wasn't at his height at all at that point. I'm not comparing Deontay to Mike Tyson. I'm not comparing Anthony Joshua to Lennox Lewis. I'm just saying the magnitude. I think the magnitude is going to be bigger because Tyson was not the Tyson that everybody knew at that point. Yeah, I think it's going to sell out in minutes. And everybody is going to be at this fight. The biggest stars is going to look like a Floyd Mayweather Jr., Canelo Alvarez, Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao. It's going to look like a Floyd Mayweather Manny Pacquiao fight. I believe it's going to be that big. Guys, you probably never even seen come to fight is going to come see this fight because they know in the heavyweight division, I guess, especially with Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua, it's going to be blows exchanged. Blows trading back and forth. It's going to be guys getting knocked down. It's going to be guys getting hit with tremendous, menacing shots, menacing punches. And that's what excites the fans. Menacing punchers, going mano-a-mano. Going at each other, not being evasive the whole fight and elusive. The fans like to see heavyweights that like to bang. And these two guys like to bang and like to brawl. Again, I'm going with my boy, the Bronze Bomber, all the way. I'm supporting Deontay, man. I'm excited for Deontay. He got these big fights coming up. I don't want him to lose sight of Luis Ortiz. And he said in his Instagram post, he's not looking past Luis Ortiz at all. He's focused on him. And he has to be prepared because Luis Ortiz is determined to be the first Cuban heavyweight champion of the world. He's determined to get his rematch, his payback. And he's determined to make a statement. Deontay Wilder has to shut all that up, get past Luis Ortiz. He has to shut all that up with the Gypsy King Tyson Fury. It's going to be a lot of trash talk, a lot of banter. It's going to be crazy leading up to that fight. I mean, I'm just looking forward to see the All Access. The Showtime All Access is going to be crazy. I can picture it now. So, and the Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, like, not trying to move past Tyson Fury. But if Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder were to line up with Deontay Wilder having his one belt, Anthony Joshua having his belts, it's going to be crazy. That All Access, I can only imagine. And that's going to be crazy. It's going to be stupid. It's going to be ridiculous. And I'm going to be glued to the front of the TV like a kid watching cartoons on Saturday morning. I promise y'all. But yeah, man, I think 2 fights in the making with Tyson Fury for Deontay Wilder. Then after that is the mega fight we waiting to see. And I think that probably going to be 2 fights. So, Deontay Wilder's getting up in age, but still, nonetheless, man, he's still an animal. He's one of the most menacing punchers we've seen in boxing history. Yes, one of the most menacing punchers we've ever seen in boxing history. I didn't say the most, I said one of the most. And you can't argue with that, it's facts. Whether you feel like he's fighting tomato cans or not, Mike Tyson fought a lot of tomato cans. And everybody was thrilled with his knockout ratio. You can argue, oh, he would have been better had he not went to jail, so on and so forth. But, yeah, he was knocking out a lot of tomato cans too, so. And it is what it is. And when he moved up, he was losing. You could say he was out of his prime, or it was Tyson when he went to jail and his mind wasn't clear if he wanted to, whatever. But anyway, Deontay Wilder is one of the most menacing punchers we've ever seen in the heavyweight division. And Anthony Joshua is a great boxing champion. It's going to be dope, man. But I'm riding with my boy from the crib, from the United States of America, from the southern region of the United States of America. I'm from the Midwest. But something special, man, about that boy coming out of a man coming out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama, one of the most unlikeliest places for, a boxing champion to be from. He represents it proudly, and he stands firm in who he is as a man, as a black man, and he's all about business, man. He means what he says. He says what he means, and he stands on it firmly. So I support that guy, man. I'm excited. We're going to get some good fights coming up, man. I got to go to one of these. I got to go. If I got to go to see Luis Ortiz, because it's not going to be the big fight that the other fights are going to be, and it's probably something I can afford, I shall do that. I'm going to try my best to get to that fight, man. I'm excited, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Peace.